I think sales jobs are probably the best job any person can get. If I had to get a job again, it'd be a sales job. And sales is a really important skill. And also, if you're actually good at it, it's not even really like having a job. They don't fire the top salesman.
Yeah, no, they don't.
No, they do not fire the top salesman. You turn up late. You crash your car. Well, sorry, G. Boom, here's my numbers. They're like, all right, dickhead, but all right, bye. They don't give a fuck. And also, all the responsibility and all the pressures on your back where it belongs as a man. You need to adopt stress and adopt problems if you want to be successful as a man. And as a salesman, you get that.
Regardless of what type of business industry you're in, or regardless of whatever type of business you're trying to run, the sales aspect of it all can be the determining factor when it comes to the business's success and can either make or break the business. The concept of a solid sales strategy is one that can be applied to many types of different businesses and will be very important regardless of the type of product or service that you are trying to sell. Even within a corporate environment, if you are someone who is able to sell, you will always have a job and there will always be something to sell. And having a product or service is useless if it can't be sold in the first place. Having some experience in sales can benefit you in more ways than one. So here are 3 concepts to understand and apply so that you can sell more and sell better. Number 1, people buy with emotion and justify with logic. A product or service is only sought after if it provides some sort of value. One of the best ways to provide value is by providing answers and solutions to people's problems. If you can identify your customers' pain and problems, your product or service can act as a bridge to the solution to this pain and problem. For example, if a customer is on a fitness journey and wants to get in better shape but struggles with their nutrition due to having the lack of time to prepare for their meals, this is where you may step in with a meal preparation program service that helps prepare the food on a daily basis and has this food delivered on a daily or weekly basis to the customer's home address for a fixed monthly cost. And this will then eliminate their time problem, causing them to not being able to get the right nutrition whilst working out. A customer in this situation will buy this product or service due to the emotion of feeling frustrated and upset with not being able to hit their fitness goals due to their nutrition, which is lacking since they don't have enough time to prepare their meals. They will then justify the purchase of this product or service with the logic being that buying this product or service will allow them to eat healthy and achieve their fitness goals without having to spend the extra time of preparing their food and having the convenience of getting it delivered home regularly. If you can match the right product or service to the right customer based on their needs whilst applying this concept of buying with emotion and justifying with logic, you can then definitely make a lot of sales. Number 2, you can't sell anything if you can't sell yourself. If you are selling a product or service, marketing is key and very important. You are the bridge that delivers and conveys the message of the product or service and its benefits and how it can change an individual's life to your potential customers. Now, if your product or service is really good but your delivery is bad, then you may be jeopardizing yourself. This can come in the form of you lacking the communication skills to explain what your product or service is, or having the lack of confidence in being able to speak in an articulate, strong and persuading tone. And if you're selling in person, it could also be in the form of your appearance not being up to par. If you aren't presentable in a professional manner, yes, it may sound shallow, but a potential customer may have limited faith and belief in you and not trust you, and in turn not trust the product or service that you are selling. And therefore, it's important to remember, whilst it's the product or service that you are selling, you're also selling yourself in the form of your communication skills, your confidence, your faith in the product and your skills and expertise. And this ties back into our first concept, because if you have all of these angles covered, the customer will associate a positive experience with yourself and have trust and confidence in you, which will then lead to good emotions, and these good emotions will lead to the justification of the purchase by logic. So bottom line here is, guys, make sure when you are selling a product or service that you are also selling yourself very well too. Number 3, fear of rejection, and it's a numbers game. Many people naturally as human beings fear rejection, as we tend to have the need to feel validated by other humans, and so therefore something like facing rejection may feel like a very daunting and scary task for many. In the world of sales, rejection is something that is very common. What you need to understand is that you are trying to persuade another person to willingly take money out of their personal wallet or bank account and place it within your hands. You are trying to negotiate the transfer of money from them to you whilst using your product and service acting as the bridge between the both of you. Naturally, as human beings, we don't like parting with our hard-earned money, and if we are willing to do so, we want to make sure it is spent event very well, and so therefore people are very likely to reject people that are trying to sell them something unless it is of good use to them. Your job as a salesperson is to ensure that the reasons as to why the product or service will benefit them is communicated in a very effective way for them to understand. Now, being rejected is something that you will face a lot naturally. Once you get past the phase of feeling bad for being rejected, you will then become desensitized to it, and with this your confidence will grow as it will become something you will no longer fear or care about. However, you will only ever reach that point if you don't quit early and don't give up trying. If you quit early, you will never reach that point of growth, so make sure to keep that in mind. Lastly, once you reach this phase, you'll realize that sometimes it really is just a numbers game. If you didn't make the sale with the first potential customer, that's great, move on to the next one. Same situation, that's fine, move on to the next one. Same thing again, that's absolutely fine, move on to the next one. You'll keep doing this till you find a client that is willing and happy to buy your product or service because it matches their needs. And as you go along doing this, you'll refine your approach and strategy as you learn from your mistakes, and you'll only get more confident and better at what you do, which means you'll be making a lot more sales, which means you'll be making a lot more money. So remember, don't fear rejection and increase the volume of your approaches to clients and also your work ethic. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you did learn something new and enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below on any suggestions for any future videos. Until next time, peace.